Hey everybody, it's Derek with Clash in the North here, bringing you a recap from the ranged war that happened over at North Faction. In this one, they went up against the folks over there at Cold Sept. This wasn't any kind of league war or anything, just a regular ranged war. They ran a breakdown of 3-8-19 through this one. We'll take a look at everything that Cold Sept did to all the faction bases here. You know, typical kind of stuff you're seeing, all nines cleared and everything. Going right down. Really impressive job from faction here. Did get 10 or wow, sorry. 10 did get not even 10 tens, 3 10v10 triples, and we're going to take a look at them. Lots of good content coming in here. So first up we have Snider coming in on their number 9, and he's got kind of a just a regular queen walk, not really a charge. Does go over a huge portion of this base, and really gets to take advantage of some exposed air defenses. Since the air defenses are all outside walkable, he doesn't have to break in or anything. So he's going to be able to get those done. Use that king to start breaking off that funnel on the side there. That's really just going to kind of help with these baby dragons to get them into that inferno tower, take it out just quickly, efficiently, and just have everything keep moving along. Goes ahead, rages up the queen. She's taking on a lot of point defense. She's going to start engaging the heroes. Going to be, just have to rage through it and keep everything moving on along. That king goes down, just going to keep moving right across here. Just walking everything on in, getting just tons of value, getting all this point defense that is heavy on this top side with these air defenses, which is going to open up everything for his baby dragons. The king's just about dead, but you can see he's done his job. Really needed to clear off most of that base. Down at the bottom, that's going to keep all the baby drags that he has going right at defenses and getting just tons and tons of value. So as his queen's walking around, does start getting in range of those air defenses. Just a little unfortunate, but that's okay. Just kind of loses some momentum going forward as those healers are struggling to then keep up. Goes ahead, pops that ability. He's going to get the CC taken care of as well through poison into the final rage. The final rage he's got there. So everything's moving on along. The witch and the baby drag get under the poison, and that's the end of the CC. Baby drags now are going to start coming in. He really wants to get that inferno tower down. That's the value. Goes ahead, haste those loons in. As soon as that one's down, a lot of the major threats to the baby dragons are gone. Those kind of isolated inferno towers can be a pain. With that hound that's up at very high health, it's able to just tank that queen. The baby drags get in there, gets a heal on them just so they stay up. Take out with the pups, go ahead and take out the queen. As you can see, the base is just kind of collapsing from both sides at this point. Really, that sweeper is the last major annoyance. He gets those flanking baby drags in on the very important point defense. As soon as those start going down, it's just done with this base. They keep tanking for the other point defense so that the queen is able to stay up and keep moving through. She's going to start clearing off the rest of the buildings. The baby drags clear everything out of the core, and just as it just kind of rolls over like a nice little, tide or wave that just comes across this base, just taking out defenses, taking out everything. The baby drags have a lot of health, and they're able to do tons and tons of tanking. Really kind of cool attack. Exploited what the base was giving him, which is always nice to see. Next, we'll go ahead and go to the next one for the 10v10 triples. They're not max weight bases or anything, but still very impressive to get it done. You have to execute very well to kind of get these. So it's always nice to see. And exit climbing is going to do a great job here with a queen walk. Oh, excuse me. As his queen is going to kind of walk around, clear a bunch of trash, get some point defense taken care of, and just kind of keep moving along. Goes ahead, engages the Tesla, a mini Tesla farm, I guess, with just the two, and just going to keep gaking out point defenses. Tons and tons of value here. King's going to come down, has a bowler backed up with a bowler. Just kind of keep moving along. Baby Drag's going to set the funnel here. Now everything wants to get into the core of this base and go take out the CC, the queen, the two air defenses, two sweepers. Just has tons of access to a lot of good stuff. Once again, just kind of witches and Valks in the CC, which really opens up a lot of possibilities for his attack. He goes ahead, gets everything taken out. Everything's moving just absolutely smashing this base. And the nice thing when, these underlevel ADs at Town Hall 10, he's really able to exploit the fact that Lalo is incredibly strong, and when you have underleveled ADs, it is even stronger. Goes ahead, pops that Queen ability, gonna clutch that Inferno Tower down, start healing her back up, and now she's kind of safe. Haste the loons into the Inferno as soon as that's taken care of. Just gonna start getting on these Expos. It's really just kind of over at that point. It's all just kind of collapsing around. Got lower level point defense. A Max Hound comes in. That thing's going to be able to sit there for like 2 days and tank. It's just absolutely incredible. Heals all the loons back up. Get his cleanup going, and that's really all that's left at this point. Is just cleanup. The nice thing, those underlevel ADs really allow those hounds to do tons and tons of tanking. And once again, just exploiting what the base is giving him. There's an absolutely great plan, really creative, to kind of walk in that direction and around, and then turn that into a king and bowler charge. So, nice creative stuff you're seeing. You can see that the planning is very good. No factions always looking for recruits. They're starting to do some arranged wars now every other week, I believe. Justin will probably be mad if I mess that up. Check them out, clashinthenorth.com. Same as the YouTube channel name. So last here we have JJ. JJ is just a monster from everything I've heard. I've never got to a war with him personally, but they talk very highly of him in the chats I'm in with the NF folks. And he's going to come in here with just another Queen Walk Queen Walk Laloon. Gets that poison down on that queen. It does have 3-point defense on her, but they're Town Hall 9 level point defense, so it's not overly threatening. He was able to be a little bit kind of late there on that rage. If they would have been Town Hall 10 level point defense, it may have been, a bit of an issue. Now a Hound Loon CC comes out. That's just very, very typical. It's a very strong CC. So the queen is going to go ahead and lock onto that hound. The loon will die before getting to her, and then it's just kind of a waiting game. Only got the 1-point defense on him, so the healers are easily able to keep up. I'm just kind of waiting around for that to die and take care of those pups. The king will come down now. The jump's down. That's going to give him access, as you can see, to deep part into that base. Get that first Inferno Tower, which is always valuable when you could take that out. Queen there, took a lot of health. Goes ahead, and this is what I really liked about this attack when I was watching this, prepping for the recap, is the Lalo started so soon. It's one of those things, sometimes you'll see people wait, and it's really just one of those people who knows, hey, my kill squad's going to get what it needs to get. I need to just get moving so this attack succeeds. Haste everything in, perfectly pathing these loons, healing them up outside after the Inferno Tower, so they're going to be back to full health, working through these Tesla farms and these expos and all this stuff that's really can hurt them. Goes ahead as they keep engaging on these final little Teslas. Each one that goes down just makes them that much safer. The queen's still up, and she's going to go ahead and clutch some defenses down. Really just kind of end the rest of this attack. Pups could doing all the cleanup all around. King's still up. Barely, but he's there. It's just one of those, when you see that with that timing, how quickly everything got moving, got going in, it's really just, somebody knows what the heck they're doing, and it shows. It's a great attack, JJ. Let's go ahead. Next, we'll get into some Town Hall 9 action. We have Majestic Sid, just another absolute monster. One of the guys who is in the North Awakens CWLL roster. Faction folks as a sister clan are able to be on, so if you want to, look at their clan as another little perk, you do have that option to be part of our family's CWLL roster. And Sid is one of the guys, Majestic Sid is one of the guys who is on that roster, and he's doing what he does in the CWL, and that's tripling bases. So he's coming in with this queen charge. Is going to give him access to the CC and 3 ADs and a sweeper. 2 sweepers, I guess. Queen will be able to reach that. And that's the intention of this plan. Going to come in here. The king is going to pop that ability, take out the defending queen, and the baby drags and barbs that the king spawned will go ahead and take out the king, and now everything will get moving through. Baby drag do come out of the CC. They are not an overly threatening thing unless they kind of, when the last one dies. or the last one's up, but usually you can kind of handle that. So he's gonna get through that fairly easily. Still has the 2 rages. That sweeper is the only real kind of threat to his queen walk right now, as it's pushing back those healers and preventing those kind of long-term heals. But at this point, the base is looking really, really good, or his attack's looking really, really good. Comes in here with 2 hounds to take out the remaining air defenses and these kind of outside defenses. Those balloons collapse on the rest of this base. Get some poor luck there with the pups all dying, but hey, that happens sometimes. Sends in those last little loons to clear out the top side of this base, and then just has everything kind of move on down. Like I said, the hound did die, but the queen does have access to all that. As she kind of clears out some of these defenses, she'll come down and help these loons and kind of clear out the rest of this bottom of the base. Loons will get in, get that AD, but she'll get a step up and help take it out with a shot, and then get the wizard tower, which is the last major threat to the loons. At that kind of point in time, it's not about 1 point defense or 1 AD. It's really about when you get a clump together and you can take out a bunch of them at a time, like if they're kind of low on health or anything like that. But anyway, Majestic Sid, absolute monster, comes in, finishes off, gets the 3-star. And always a nice one to see his attacks, because as I said, he's very, very good. Next, we'll drop down 1. We have the leader, namesake of the clan, right in his got that tattooed right on his player ID. And he's coming in with the stone, I believe it's the goboo. So all these wizards down, kind of a weird base, took up the entire map, so just kind of odd. Not some, I don't think I've ever seen something like this before. Goes ahead, smartly gets some hogs in on all this defense that's tanking. This base is definitely meant up. As soon as you're trying to create this funnel, your golems are going to be just taking a lot of damage. But if you can create the funnel quickly and get stuff in, you're going to start really taking out defenses very, very, very quickly, because it's just how all the trash is set up around it. So everything's kind of moving on through. The queen's taking out some pups. It's kind of the last real threat to his raid. As most of the point defense can either be healed through, because they're all, like I said, they're all clumped up together, so they're just kind of able to heal through them. There's no wizard tower. It's all just point defense at this point. And they're really going to struggle trying to keep up with tons and tons of hogs. Queen's moving on through, still has her ability, just picking off some defenses, kind of just nice to help with pathing, getting those ADs down. Not that it's a real value, but it's just that it gets the hogs going to things that actually matter to them. Go ahead, finish out this raid here, clearing all of the buildings, and just the wizards are still working around. I think those are just his funnel wizards that kept going around this whole base this whole time. Just absolutely smashing it. Great raid, Justin. One of these guys just, one of these big things. If you're debating a move and want to come to one of the North family clans, it's big on player development. We really work with our people to get them better and working really well. Check out the last attack here. Micah coming in on 26 and has a cool little hit, just with using dragons. Anytime you get to use dragons now, it's pretty nice. Like I said, in the W recap that came out, I believe it'll come out the day before I put this one out. So that one will. You'll see that, lalo, we're getting a lot of that, so I like to show a bunch of different variety of attacks, and this kind of gets a little bit of that. So here's a point in this raid where Micah's probably not too pleased, definitely like watching it when you see all the bullets back out and then only a couple of them come back in. He goes ahead, pops that king ability, because the king decides the best thing to do is beat through a wall. Queen in the center of this base is hugely valuable. With the golems tanking, she's just able to step up, take out point defense, get tons and tons of value. She's going to step up and take out the queen here in just a minute when it starts engaging. And as she just continues to clear everything, the loons will start coming in, getting tons more value. Just clearing out all the trash. Everything's just kind of working its way around. It's just kind of a slow moving attack at this point. It doesn't really kind of pick up. Just slowly but surely, everything's kind of moving around. Just the kind of general pace reminded me of that golem avalanche attack. I know it's not specifically like that, but it had that feel of just kind of slow moving through the base, that very patient attack, and just gets the job done. Ends up swagging a heal because bowlers didn't go in, so didn't end up needing it there. Gets everything taken care of. Absolutely wrecks the base. All the dragons up. I think all the loons are up. Just totally awesome job, Micah. Great job to everybody at Faction. I know you guys are all excited to start scrimming again, so we'll be able to get a few more of their recaps going forward. And good job to all you guys over at Cold Sept. Good luck with the, I believe you guys are in the CWLL, and good luck with that one. Till next time, guys, stay frosty.